It's week 3 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Eagles and the Chargers, and it's coming up next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Huard. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Hurts comes out throwing. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down and third and short.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Escapes the pocket. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll come up 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 23. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. From the red zone now. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there, because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Hurts now from the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. First and 10 now from the 30. From the pistol, Hurts. Into the hands of Kittle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. the shotgun handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Barkley's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah.
Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's Hurts. St. Brown's got it, complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key.
And he gets in, touchdown! They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers take possession of the football. Woo! They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. On the move, headed right. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Now we're going to see if the Eagles are indeed eagle-eyed. They saw it differently. They've thrown the challenge flag. But this right here is where having all... All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Galloping inside the 40. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Gets out, pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And they'll try to build on that big stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts looking to throw. Kittle brings it in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. That'll be the 1st and more. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
Back now, pressure on its way. That's caught for the first. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, Kate, you were out there with me on the West Coast, and I was spoiled and you were spoiled. When we watch that Legion of Boom, we watch 2 of the best safeties in the game, Cam and Earl, bringing the pain, bringing the heat, bringing tackles just like that for significant losses.
We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That's A.J. Epinesa on the tackle. Calling about 5 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 13. Back to throw, Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at the line. Timeout called by the Chargers, their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. He connects downfield on 4. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Williams runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. We're at half. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here comes Williams on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like... And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. He stays up, but he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He's on the move. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. No one around. He's got space. It's a Philadelphia. First and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Hurts to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now third down.
Throwing here, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
That's cut beyond the marker. Hits the 20. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. First and 10 now from the 30. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Oh, he puts some heat on this. He lays out for it and makes the catch. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 17.
Trying again following the sack. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. They get 2 yards on the run. It's fourth down.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Hurts now from the gun. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here's Hurts. Complete here to Bowers. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
That's good for Eagles. First down.
First down, a run with Barkley. Works his way to the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 33. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down, that brings up second and 5. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Hurts running the offense at max speed here. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, brah. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They give to Barkley, left side. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles looking at a 3-0 start to the season. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers are gonna have it after. First and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Saquon. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Saquon. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can